Welcome to the Coin Age. We are back in Trails of Cold Steel. This will be part 2. I know there's some people out here that's going to love JRPGs. Some people out there don't like them. But me, this is one of the game genres I grew up on. So I hope you all enjoy it as much as I do while I'm playing it. But this is where we're continuing off from the last time. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hey, Nico, you're the first one in here. Ha
All right.
Rean and his family.
Time to get going.
Oh, Rean!
That would be Elliot.
Morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now too? How about we walk there together?
So there are some school classes that show up in this game, but once you get past that, most of their field studies is where the action is.
Sure. It's getting late though, so we might need to pick up the pace a little.
No problem.
And I don't want to
I'm
ruin
guessing
the ending
everyone
for
else
y'all,
left already, huh?
but I think you'll really enjoy the ending.
I think so. I'm not sensing anyone else on this floor, at least.
I hope you're going to enjoy this game, Nico.
Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser he is.
Oh, okay then. He's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
So, to explain that a little bit, Rean has an ability where he can kind of pick up on people if they're in the area. It has to do with things that go on with him. Yeah, Nico, they tried to stay with the art styles of the older Trails games. They just increased the graphics a little bit as the games came out. And of course, Alicia is still pissed off at Rean, for him attempting to save her and her tits fell in his face,
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning! Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late. Hey, wait for me, Elisa. We'll see you in class.
If you watch the beginning of the last one, Nico, when that actually happened, you just see him with his fucking arms spread saying, "No, I'm not going to touch anything. I'm not going to touch anything."
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long.
And when Alicia gets up and Rean gets up, what does she do? She slaps him across the fucking face.
She knows it was just an accident, right? She has to. Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
I know.
No kidding.
Guy trying to do the right thing and gets fucking hit for it. That's just fucking
She's not even giving
wrong.
me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying, I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually. Class 7's got enough tension as it is, what with our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats.
Yeah. Calling her sensitive would definitely be a bad
I think
idea.
it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
But the funny thing is, the story there is literally Trials of Cold Steel, Trials of Cold Steel 2, Trials of Cold Steel 3, Trials of Cold Steel 4, and it is the continuation of the story throughout all 4 games.
Certainly
Which
do what I can.
it is
Whatever
a
that may
beautiful story when you get to watch the whole thing unfold. It's a really in-depth story, but it's a JRPG, so there are sections of it that you can move through pretty quickly. Some sections where it's, we're going to talk about this character for 15 minutes or something like that. Kind of like what they happened in the first
These
episode of
past
this.
2 weeks have really flown by, haven't they? It's funny. I went into this thinking combat practice would be the toughest part of the curriculum.
They went through and introduced all the characters, which took time, but it's a true JRPG to that standard, where it will
I
introduce
would have guessed
everything.
the academic
It
side of
will
things might give it a run for its money.
take its time to get the story starting to develop, but once the story develops, it just takes off.
Well, strong in body and mind is pretty firmly embedded into Imperial culture. I do get what you mean, though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate that.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all.
Yeah, Machias does not get along with Eustace, but yet they're having no problems at all. Yeah. But, yeah,
But then
sure.
Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well, too. As are Laura and Gaius.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then. Though I really do hope they don't mind.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right? And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the Empire, so it kind of feels like I should address them more formally.
They are nobles, but they don't really want to follow the way their families are. And Laura, yeah, she was born a noble, but she doesn't have that true arrogance of a noble. She has the arrogance of being raised by a father that is the best swordsman in
Well,
the
they
country.
both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get, like a certain someone else.
Oh, I don't plan on it. I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill fast on that end.
I'm trying to give you guys some information on them, but not enough to where it'll ruin the story.
When the two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air.
Because to ruin the story kind
It's
of
not all
ruins the game, in my
Machias either.
opinion.
Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity. I can't even imagine what it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point.
Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along.
You know, I'm not gonna.
And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7.
I'm not going to sit here and explain the whole story because I don't want to ruin anything for later episodes.
Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Because I've actually gone through and played 400 hours of the games together, and yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory.
This game alone is about 82 to 85 hours. Yeah, it's about 100 hours per game, roughly.
Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems
Some
like they
games are
renovated it just for us.
Some games are a little over 100 hours, some games are under 100 hours, but they average out to about 400.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our way. Step aside at once.
Ah,
Class 7, I see.
Is something the matter?
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you? Come on, we're leaving.
Yes, Patrick! A word of advice. You might be part of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
You gotta love the arrogance of fucking nobles, you know? Welcome to the stream. Welcome,
so
welcome.
they're from one of the upper classes.
Delta needs to get his ass in here so he can start moderating again. Fucker.
This is why I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles. Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
Yep, that's a noble for you.
That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives. It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
And you just so see a maid out front sweeping the fucking ground.
Wow, really? Guess that's our cue to pick up the pace.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, have you picked out a club to join yet? Doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
No, I'm still looking. It's hard to decide on one.
Stand, bow.
Alright, there you go.
Be seated.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago. This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions. A civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late emperor by the most powerful of his potential successors. But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this course. Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend could even be seen among some of the knights. The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low. But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession. He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the empire, and would go on to make quite a name for himself. And that name, of course, was Drycles Rhysei Arnor. He would later become known as Drycles the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia, and father of the Renaissance. Not
Yeah,
to
Nico, I
mention the
just sent
founder
you
of
in
this very
Discord.
academy.
I just sent you in Discord the next game I'm going to be starting too.
Drycles' army was initially rather small in number. But as he traveled across the Empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces rapidly increased. Now, the place where Emperor Drycles first began gathering his army was... Reen Schwarzer. Would you care to tell the class?
Don't think it would be cross, but I wasn't really paying much attention. It was the Nord Highlands, a region north of Erebonia. Correct. You seemed hesitant, though. Was that question a bit too difficult, perhaps? Prince Dreikel's wanderings led him to the land of Nord, where he lived with the Vagabonds for some time. It is. You actually get to play as either the Japanese Empire, or you can play as the United States in that game. It was there that he heard of the civil war taking place in Erebonia, and those Vagabonds of Nord became his very first allies. And he thanks Alicia. You know, the one that's pissed off at him actually helps him answer the question. By making good, this applies to your rank after thanks to Elisa's assistance, Rean received the same amount of AP that would have been granted for a correct answer. In future instances, however, AP bonuses will only be given if correct answers are given from the start. So at the end of each
Nice work, everyone. You made it through another grueling day of classes.
Field study, you get a grade on how your
In
people
case you've
did.
been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day. It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day. Sleep is so wonderful.
Yeah, no possible way she's lazy at all. But she's also a
Will the
badass.
Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Of course! This school shuts down for no one, so feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like. A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
A practical exam?
What does that entail exactly?
It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time, too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
Oh, and one more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another important announcement about a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
Which is the field studies. That part I will ruin a little bit.
Here it comes.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, make it count for something. That concludes today's homeroom. Machias, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow.
You know, you gotta love the little yellow things they put over their heads for showing that they're talking. I'm a little worried about the practical exam next week. I mean, I'm still just getting used to the staff. I'd be happy to help you train if you need a sparring partner. The gymnasium looks big enough that I'm sure we have no trouble finding a good spot for it. That's very kind of you to offer. But I was planning on attending club practice today. Oh, you've joined a club already? Which one did you pick? I decided to try for the band. Honestly, he gives the whole vibe of band nerd. Though I'm not sure how much use they'll have for a violinist. I didn't know you played the violin. Did you just pick it up for fun? Yeah, something like that. How about you guys? Have you joined any of the school's clubs? I understand, Nico. I'm considering joining the art club. Art, huh? Somehow that's not what I pictured for you. No pun intended. Do you have any artistic experience? I dabbled in it back home. Taught myself though, so I feel like this could be a good chance to learn proper technique. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'd love to see some of your work sometime. Oh good, you're still here. Instructor? Is there a problem? No, I was just hoping someone could do a teensy little favor for me. There's something I need picked up from the student council room. Something you need picked up? What would that be? That's for me to know and you to find out. All I'll say is it's something absolutely essential to your school life. And somebody needs to go get it, though it doesn't matter who. Any volunteers? Sure, I'll go. Of course Reen will. If I show up in the student council room and tell them you sent me, they'll know what I'm there. Why I'm there. If I can speak properly, blah blah blah, motherfucker. Wait. Are you sure you don't mind? You two have clubs to go to, right? I'm still totally just undecided, so this shouldn't be a big deal at all. I can look in on a few clubs myself along the way, in fact. Well, if you really don't mind. Thank you. The student council room is in the student union building next door at the end of the hall on the second floor. It's open until quite late, so there's no rush. Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Okay. So of course, you know, this will all eventually change and whatnot. It does remind me, I've only had 500 Mira. When can I start? Because she's a drunk. That's the best thing I can say. Tactics. Yeah, without giving too much away, just saying she's a drunk's enough. Alright, Nico. Wish you the best of luck getting them out. Yep, later. If I remember correctly, the student union building should be to the east of the main building. Doesn't seem like this is too urgent, though, so maybe I'll head over after familiarizing myself with the campus a bit. If I can fucking speak, it would be fucking nice. The auditorium is used for events like the entrance ceremony. Although this building is normally closed, it will be open during certain events. The field is home to more athletic activities such as practical exams. Many sports clubs such as lacrosse and riding clubs use this area to practice too. The gymnasium is used for general training purposes. There you'll find the pool and the training hall. Those two facilities are managed by the swimming and fencing clubs respectively. As such, the gym's usually a lively spot. The engineering building is the de facto place for orbital maintenance and is managed by the engineering club. That might actually be where I actually have to upgrade my shit at. While you can't enter for now, you'll find yourself here again and again during your time at Thor's. The library holds a variety of papers and books for your pursuit and services as a handy space for study and research. I'm hoping I got that right. You can also go there to brush up on all of the... Okay, I'm not even going to attempt that, but I guess Zemurian technology you can handle. The Student Union building is a place for students to relax and unite. The first floor houses some stores and a cafeteria. You'll find the culture clubs on the second floor and even a salon reserved for upper class students on the third. This, event markers, so I'm not really worried about them. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that's where I have to go, is the Student Union building. It's open until late, so I actually want to find a store.
This should be the Student Union building. I know the cafeteria is on the first floor, but I wonder where the student...
Hey there, first year.
Alright, Delta.
How's it going? Academy life been treating you well this past half month?
Oh, yeah, it has. Guess he must be a second year. It's not easy, but I'm managing. Mostly. Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the others still. But you just hang in there, okay?
Okay. Wait. You're a second-year student, aren't you? Do you mind if I ask your name?
Hey now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, how about you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing?
Trick?
You got a 50 mirror coin I can borrow?
I think so. Pretty sure I do, anyway.
Welcome to the stream.
Cheers. All right, watch closely.
What?
Now, which hand is the coin in? Left or right?
It's in your...
Too bad.
Guess you win. I'm usually pretty good at following moving objects, too. Though, wait. You said this was a trick, which means...
You catch on quick.
Huh?
Keep up the good work, man. You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah as your instructor. Oh, and the student council room is on the second floor, furthest room back. See you around. Have a good weekend.
And he just walks away with the 50 mirror coin. No big deal.
Wait, my 50... You got me. Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room, too. Somehow. Nice good. I haven't met many of the second years yet. I wonder if they're all like that. Oh well. At least now I know where I'm going. Though if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush. I might as well see what else people are up to in here.
So before I go in there, we're going ahead and see if I can't get into town real quick. No, of course not. On the first floor, you'll find the Student Union building. You'll find both the cafeteria and the campus store. As you might expect, the cafeteria sells a number of different kinds of foods. Meanwhile, the store sells combat equipment like weapons and recovery items. This makes it the best place to stock up on supplies or buy new equipment on campus. And actually, come to think about it... Haha! This was all free to download for the game, by the way. I see no reason for paying for anything. I mean, there are some really messed up downloads. Some of the outfits that you can put on some of the people. There's some really messed up ones. Not so much messed up, it's more of being age appropriate outfits, I guess you could say. I'll take all that. Take that. Oh yeah, I'll take all that. Take all those. Take all of that. It allows me to make food. Take all of that. Healing stuff. Healing stuff. Healing stuff. So this is for the fishing aspect of the game. And that's all that. Let's see what you have. I'm not going to worry about reading for... And the bitch is still getting things set up. Of fucking course. How about you? Chop. Restores 1000 HP. Cures faint. High class juice made from squeezed whole fruits. Restores 1500. So that'll give me 2000 Mira. Really don't need to do that right this minute. I have so much of the fucking... What is it called? What the hell is it called? I think it's Seraph or something like that. Go through this so all that new shit's gone. So what you do is go in here. That would be his casual. Should remove that. I can put that on his arm. I can put that on his arm. Or I can put him with bunny ears. So, yeah. Yeah, it says student council above it, so there's definitely still someone inside. I can sense it. Like I said, Rean has an ability where he can sense people. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Hello? Please come in. It's open.
This is probably, the person we're about to meet here is probably the nicest person in the entire game. It's Toa.
I recognize that voice. Pardon the interruption. Oh, you're that girl.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the student council room, Rean Schwarzer. Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are you a second-year student?
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book. The name's Toa Herschel. I'm the student council president.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you? I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know. Okay, I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind. She's seriously the student council president? That's hard to believe. So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see. Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes. And you're even using a different kind of battle orbment, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about...
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle orbments. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sarah asked me to do it on her behalf. Which means it's my fault this has taken so long. I'm really sorry.
Like I said, one of the nicest characters you'll ever meet in this game.
Oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it. Is that really part of the student council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
Technically, you're right, but she's always so busy.
Yeah, she's busy with a fucking thing of booze in her hand.
And I help out the other instructors a lot, too. So I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here. So you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do, too.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard all about it from Instructor Sarah. She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work, right?
And Reen gets volunteered for shit.
It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great start here at the Academy.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class? She said you were all really eager to help out, so I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Mwah.
Mwah, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something? Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down. No. Instructor Sarah's absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment. But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the Academy and in Trista.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them, and we try to help out however we can.
So that's two people saying that we've seen it in the same place, so it's gotta be somewhere there, unless somebody moved it.
I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day, and drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning. Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing. Thanks. dusk already? What a day. Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria. And she's still got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy? Hello? This is Rien Schwarzer speaking.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind. I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week. I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event. And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But all right, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem. There is one question I'd like to ask, though. Why me, exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president, so Emma or Machias. And even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special, exactly?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course. But in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special. Surely even you can see that, no?
Well...
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all. So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
Wait, what are you drinking?
Beer, of course.
Told you she was just drunk.
It's the weekend, and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome. If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along. And on that note, make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
If I don't plant myself somewhere, huh?
I feel so sorry for Rien.
She may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
Poor Rien. Chapter 1, Unconventional Studies. Afterwards, Rien returned straight to the dormitory, and after relaxing in his room for a while, he decided to walk around the dorms. You can now view the overall achievements and characters tabs of your notebook. Yeah. Alright, President Toad left me in charge of handing out everyone's notebooks. Tomorrow's our first free day, so I should get this done tonight. You can explore Class 7's dorms on the night before each free day. Be aware, however, that the story will progress should you return to Rien's room. So once I return to 201, it progresses. Okay, vacant room. 206 is vacant. Hey there, Reen. Something the matter? Tilla gave me Class 7 student notebooks to hand out earlier, so I'm just going around delivering those. Here's yours, Elliot. Oh, thanks. Anyway, were you playing the violin in here? Sorta. It's pretty late, so I wasn't really playing per se. Just doing the fingering and motions. The wind orchestra isn't meeting tomorrow, so I thought I should get in some practice tonight instead. Wow, you're really into your music, huh? Can't imagine most people being that invested in their hobbies. Why not? Your room's chock full of musical stuff, too. It's not that much, honestly. It'd be nice if the walls in these dorms were a bit more soundproof, though. Then I'd be able to play it all night without bothering anyone. Spoken like a true music nerd. 203. Oh, where was it? It's me, Reen. I've got your student notebook here. Very well. You have my thanks. Don't mention it. Mind if I ask what you were up to? I was simply reading. Oh, what kind of book? A biography I borrowed from the library. Why must I indulge your mundane little questions, huh? While we may live in the same dorm, the two of us are perfect strangers. Your proximity to me does not give you license to intrude on my private life. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Pay it no mind. Also, I suggest you be more mindful of when and to whom you volunteer your time. Otherwise, people will be more than happy to simply use you at every turn. Was that meant to be a warning? He doesn't seem like an easy guy to make friends with, that's for sure. But maybe he's got a good heart. So, we'll go over here. 204, Gaius. Evening, Ring, what's up? Actually, I was just looking for you. I've got your student notebook here. Here you go. Oh, I was wondering when they'd come. Thanks. Sorry to make you go out of your way to deliver it. No worries. Your room's got a really distinctive feel to it, though. What's that hanging on the wall? That's a sort of ornament made in the Nord Highlands. I thought it'd be a nice way to bring the spirit of my homeland along with me. I see. It really does give the whole room an exotic feel. You've got your brushes out too, so I'm guessing you're going to spend tomorrow painting? Yeah, I'm planning to head over to the art club. Feel free to come along if you feel like it. Will do. And 205, this should be Machias. Who is it? It's me, Reen. I've got something here for you. I'll be right there. Sorry to make you go to all that trouble. Oh, don't worry about it. Were you in the middle of studying there? I'm sorry if I interrupted you. No need to be sorry for that. How did you know I was studying, though? You've got pencil marks all over the sides of your hands. Well then, you should make sure to do plenty of studying yourself. You don't want to find yourself falling behind. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Most of our classes seem like they'll be pretty hard too. Agreed. Besides, it'll be a chance to show up those snobby upper-class students. I'll see you tomorrow then. Yeah, good night. He hates the snobby upper class, but he basically is one, it seems like. Let's see, is it upstairs? I think this is where the girls are. This should be Fee's room. Who's there? It's me, Reen. I got something here for you. Coming. Cheers. Yawn. Oh, were you asleep? I didn't mean to wake you up. It's fine. I'm surprised you went to sleep this early, though. I mean, we just had dinner. I didn't have anything else to do. You're done. Yeah, just wanted to give you your the notebook. Right. By the way, Fee is a little badass, just to let y'all know. She's a unique one, that girl. Wonder how she ended up a student here anyways. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I've delivered. This should be Emma's room. Yes, who is it? It's me, Reen. Do you have a moment? Ah, Reen, I'll be right there. Thank you. Oh, on an unrelated note, how are you planning on spending the day tomorrow? I'm thinking I'll help out the student council. How about you? I plan on looking at some more clubs. I haven't seen what the culture clubs have to offer yet, so I'll be visiting them tomorrow. Alright, joining a club does sound like a good idea. Let me know if any of them seem really good. Alright, I will. Also, I do hope you're able to make up with Alicia soon. And I'm going to try to talk to her again tomorrow. Good luck, but don't try to push things either. I think Alicia still needs to sort out her feelings about everything. But don't worry, I'm sure it will all work out in the end. Thanks. Good night, Emma. Good night, thank you for bringing me my notebook. This should be Laura's room. Hey Laura, are you in there? Is that you, Reen? I'll be right there. Thank you for taking the time to deliver it to me. Don't worry about it. What were you doing anyway? You didn't hear me knocking and you're covered in sweat. I was just practicing with a wooden sword. I must have been so focused on my practice that I didn't hear you knock at first. That's some concentration, alright. Maybe I should do some practicing when I get back to my room, too. You certainly don't want to neglect your training. I'd enjoy it if I had someone to duel with sometime, too. Well then, good night. Good night. I need to give Alicia her student notebook too. Right here. Here goes. Who is it? It's me, Reen. What do you want? What are you even thinking coming to some innocent girl's room this late at night? Okay, good point. I wouldn't have under normal circumstances, but there's something I need to give you. Reen explained till I asked him to hand out everyone's student notebooks. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. Bitch. Hurry up and hand it over. Okay, just hold on a second. It should be this one. Let's see, Alicia. Don't read that. Alicia Reinhardt would actually be her name. I can't let my guard down around you for a second, can I? Sorry, I can't tell which notebook is which without looking at and looking inside. I really didn't mean any harm. Or so you say. Anyway, that's all you wanted, isn't it? Good night, then. Guess I'll have to back off for tonight. But it seems the R is just an initial. No shit. I didn't finish reading her full name before she snatched it out of my hands, though. Is there a reason she's hiding it? Welcome to the stream. And that should be everyone, I think. Except for one downstairs. That's Sarah's room. Vacant room. So yeah, it's just showing me to go back to the mine. Nice part is, this is the cafeteria here for the dorm. Let's see. Vacant room. Another storage room. And there's Instructor Sarah. You really can't beat an ice cold beer after work. Oh wait, maybe you can with 2 ice cold beers. Have you been drinking all night? At least try not to fall asleep here, okay? I don't want you to catch a cold. Don't worry your pretty little head about me. I'm indestructible. Especially since I've got the day off tomorrow. You say that like it totally excuses your entire night of drinking. Well, anyways, you were nice enough to take on some work for the student council, so that's a load off my shoulders. I'm looking forward to seeing how you perform tomorrow. Right. Wow, she went from plaster to bastard in the blink of an eye. Looks like there's a lot more to her than I thought. Oh, turn turbo mode off. No. Let's see. 201. Right here. Nope. That's 202. 201. Should I call it a day? Yeah, I think you need to call it a day. And it also advances the story. Student Council's tasks for April. Required, unread. So, this is something I have to do before the end of the day. I have reason to believe that strange phenomena have been occurring in the old schoolhouse of late. As such, I would like to request that 1 or more combat-ready students look into this and report back to me. For more details, come see me in my office on the first floor of the main building, Principal Van Dyke. I just finished repairing a bunch of orbital tech here at the engineering club, but I need someone to deliver everything. Stop by an engineering club left of the student council, student union building, and I'll tell you more. George, Year 2, Class 3. And this one. I kind of dropped my student notebook, and now I can't find it anywhere. Would anyone be willing to help me look? I'll be looking for it on the first floor of the student union building, and I'd really appreciate it if someone lent me a hand. So since this one is not where you have to do it, I'm going to take care of that one first. One from the principal, one from the engineering club, and one from another first year. I certainly wasn't expecting a request from the principal as one of my very first assignments. I hope I don't screw it up. I'm curious about that one from the engineering club too. Sounds interesting. Well, I've got all day, so let's just dive in, I guess. So So all this is doing is telling me that so you can spend time with people, build your bond with them, blah blah blah. I got 2 bond points I can use. So what that was basically telling me is, boom, chapter 1. This gives me all that stuff I just read. Should've. Oh, right here's the ones. So, you can bond with people in this game, and you can kind of go on a date at one point. So, the weather today, weather's beautiful today. Right then, let's head out. So I don't normally like to bond with Alicia just because that's where the game tries to steer you to bond with. Brandon's general goods stocks. Boutiques for selling clothes and footwear. And bookstore. And cafe and inn. Yeah, pretty much. I don't need all that because I can just do this and find shit out. Square brings up where people are. So I'll probably go to the gym, bond with Laura. Fees in the courtyard. So where do I want to go? Let's check out the general store first. Now the pawn shop normally gets stuff that most of the other stores around here do not get. So with him, you exchange certain things to get certain stuff, obviously. So, yeah. This is another place you can exchange the Sethith Mass, which you'll exchange into Mira. Well, actually the bookstore might come in handy. See if I can't get any food recipes. I do try to buy all the books. Buy crispy pizza and roasted coffee. Cures nightmare. Yep. Eventually will be. I think you can cook in this game. I can't remember. I believe you can. Let's see. So first place we're going to is. Actually, we're going to the academy and we're going to the student union building. The first place we're going to. This is about fishing. Man, the weather's perfect today. The fish are really going to be biting today. Looks like he's a student from one of the upper classes. Hey there, haven't met you yet. You've got one of those red uniforms on, so I guess you're from class 7. That's right, my name's Rean Schwarzer. Are you a first year too? Yep, I'm Kenneth Lakelord, Class 2. I'm part of the Imperial Fishing Club. It's really laid back, you'd like it. But yeah, pleasure's all mine. Likewise, he's pretty laid back himself, especially for a noble. I take it the Imperial Fishing Club's about fishing? Well, no shit! Triss is supposed to be a great place for fishing. I hear there are a ton of different fish you can catch here. I'm just trying to find out the right spot. Seems like you're having fun at least. You've done a bit of fishing in your time, haven't you? How about giving it a shot? Well, sure, but how do you know that? Just a hunch. Well then, from one fisherman to another, fishing book, and beginner's rod. I feel kind of bad just getting all this stuff for nothing. Don't even sweat it. The Imperial Fishing Club here to spread the joy of fishing, so it's all good. You'll be starting off as a white angler, but don't think too much about that. Just fish away to your heart's content. What? Just ignore that for now. It's not all that important. Oh yeah, once you've started landing some big catches, come back and talk to me. I'll trade you some cool prizes for your points. Prizes, points, what's going on? Now that's all explained. It's time for me to head off. I've got some fish to catch. I'll be fishing at the pond on campus if you want to join me. So, the nice part is, I'm still confused about some of the stuff he said, but oh well. Still, now that I have a rod, it won't hurt to start fishing again. Let's see, the label says it's made by the Lakelord Company. Wait a minute, isn't Lakelord his last name? His family must be pretty famous then, and I assume experts on fishing. So there's actually a fishing spot down there on the pier. That's how you can tell a fishing spot. He was looking over there, right? Seems like a decent fishing spot. The pond he mentioned is available too, so maybe I'll give that a shot when I have time. Yeah. It just explains about the fishing. So we go down here. That has to show up for you to be able to fish. At any time I can change rod. And that's how you fish in this game.
Not bad.
Pretty easy. I'm trying to catch some fish for the simple fact they're used in certain foods.
Not bad.
And the spot will refresh itself, so I'm not too worried about that. And it really doesn't take long to do fishing.
Caught one.
Could have sworn I had some ground bait.
Bad.
Up to 32 points.
Okay, that fishing spot is now cleared out, I believe. Yep. So even if I come back to it right now, still no fish there. So where the fishing pond is, I'm not too sure. But it is on campus, so do a little search around campus real quick. That takes you to the old schoolhouse, not heading there just yet. I'll go in there and bond with Laura in a minute, and here's where the fishing pond is. There are 5 fish in there. Trade points. No, I don't want to talk. I want to fish. Same fucking fish, of course.
Not bad.
Okay, I could have sworn I had some. Shiny palm bait. Go ahead and use. So these, you know, increase your bond level as well. Get the fishing done real quick, because fishing won't really take that long, as you guys seen. Oh, we got a crab on the line this time.
Not bad.
Right now, I'm just trying to build up points. Another crab.
Caught one.
77 points. Let's see if we can't catch something new. Come on. And another crab.
Not bad.
So that is 82 points. Trade, and no, he doesn't have an upgraded rod yet. So equipment, we're going to go with accessories here. And prevents freeze. And petrify. So So, first place I'm going to go, now that the fishing is done, I'm not going to talk to Fee at the moment. Go in here, if I can get through the fucking door. Welcome to the stream, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, Laura is in here somewhere. She might be with the swimming club, which would be right there. That's Laura. Good day, Reen. Have you come in for a swim too? Not quite. I'm surprised at the swimming club's activities at this time of the year, though. Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. The water is rather chilly, but I still think it makes for good training. How did I know you'd say something like that? Yes, we're going to spend a bond point with Laura. Would it be fine if I just hung out and watched the club for a while? You'll get no objections from me. In fact, you come along at the perfect time. I was just about to test my short distance swimming speeds. Do you think you could record my times? Sure, I can do that. Goal. That took you 22.34 seconds. Just so-so time. So-so, you tore across that pool. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were part fish. Let's not go overboard. If I'm a fish, my father is a dolphin. In fact, he could probably outswim me. Maybe, but he's a Radiant Blade Master. His swimming prowess doesn't make yours any less amazing. No kidding. I could hardly take my eyes off of her while she was in the water. Yeah, I wonder. Is there a reason you're staring at me? Oh, no. Don't mind me. I take it swimming is a specialty of yours then? Perhaps more habit than specialty. Legrand is located alongside a lake, and I used to swim there in the water to train, or winter to train. It seems that doing so has slightly improved my swimming in general. I don't know if the word slightly applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you joined a more combat-orientated club. I see now that even swimming can contribute to your training. That's the hope. My father once told me there are things about the sword we can only learn by stepping outside of its shadow. I had every intention to put those words into practice upon entering this academy. Your decision to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences so much of your life seems very you. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous. There's no need for that. You have your sword, you can do the same. I guess you're right. Forget I said anything. I see. Regardless, thank you for timing me. It seems I'll have to train even harder from here on out. Best of luck. I know you can do it. That strengthens the bond with Laura. Yeah, Fee, I don't think you can actually strengthen a bond with at the moment. Shade's nice here. Might be good for napping. Yeah, so you can't actually... So what I am going to do is... Yeah, use this. Fuck off. She should be right there. And I think I can... No, I can't. So, I either have to... Damn it, I gotta do Machias. Go ahead. I'm trying to get the bond out of the way before I do anything else. I was surprised to find that in spite of its quaint size, this town has all the shops one could possibly want. This cafe has a rather pleasant atmosphere too. It seems like the perfect environment for studying. Yeah, it certainly feels like a town built around the academy. I have to hand it to you, though. You're really dedicated to your studies. Haha, just doing what's expected of a student. You should try to make a habit of preparing for classes in advance and then reviewing new material afterwards. Seems like a smart idea. Yeah, why not bond with them? Mind if I join you? Not at all. I was just thinking of taking a break myself. Go ahead and order something. So bonds help out in combat, stuff like that. So you can tell this cafe uses some high quality beans for its coffee. There's a rich flavor behind the initial bitterness, and the fragrance is utterly fantastic. I take it you're pretty knowledgeable when it comes to coffee then? Mainly due to my dad. He's been drinking it as long as I can remember. Thanks to him, I started drinking it while I was studying, which gradually gave me a taste for it. That explains it. This actually makes me curious about the kind of person Governor Ragnus is. Speaking of which, is there tea I see you drinking? It is. I'm way more used to tea than I am coffee. The tea here is nice and relaxing too. I'm not sure I'll ever understand the appeal. Doesn't help that I always associated it with nobles. In fact, I saw one particular irritating noble arrogantly sipping away at a cup the other day. That couldn't be any other than useless. And how do you sip arrogantly? I mean, that's a good question. How do you truly just sip arrogantly? Sorry, I didn't mean to rant. I didn't mean to sound like I was judging you or anything. I mean, you're not even a noble. Don't worry about it. Why don't you give it a try, though? You might actually end up liking it. I guess I could. You should try some coffee too, then. You're right, this isn't so bad. Glad to hear it. I might actually consider having some coffee next time I'm really studying. Keeps you sharp between the ears. Why don't the two of us study here sometime then? Sounds like a plan. And that's the other bond for today. There are other ways to build up bonds and stuff, so first place we're going is over here. We're going to try to help the girl find her student notebook. Here she is. Pardon me, you're Coilette from Class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request to the student council. Yeah, I did, but you're the guy from Class 7. Did you join the student council when I wasn't looking? Nothing like that. I just decided to help them out with some of their work. Student council president told me to handle your quest. Oh, so that's how it is. Wow, we're both first years, but you seem so much more grown up than me. The people in Class 7 must be amazing. It's no big deal. So you wrote that you need help looking for your student notebook. Yeah, I've been looking everywhere I could think of since this morning, but there's no sign of it. So does that mean you're going to start looking right away? They said that if one person wasn't able to help me, they'd send someone else to do it. I see, so that's how Toa has this all arranged. Well, accept her request. Sure, you can count on me. Really, thank you so much. Before we get too excited, I think I need a bit more information to have any help of finding it. Can you tell me where you first noticed you dropped your notebook? It was right after school yesterday when I went to borrow a book from the library. You can't borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out, and I couldn't because it wasn't there. Yesterday after school, got it. So when was the last time you remember having it? Probably right when classes had finished for the day yesterday when I was still in the classroom. I remember using it to take notes while I was talking with my friends, so I definitely had it then. I guess I must have dropped it somewhere between my classroom and the library. I see that narrows it down quite a bit. Did you stop anywhere on your way to the library though? Well, after I left the main building, I came here to the student union. Pretty sure I went to the library after that. That should be everywhere I went. Right, so there really aren't that many places you could have dropped it. Best way to go about this seems to be split up and search the main building and the surrounding it, I think. Yeah, that's just what I was going to ask you to do, actually. I'm hoping it's there because I searched the library from top to bottom this morning, and the roof tops out because the janitor said he didn't notice it when he was doing his morning cleaning rooms. Main building it is then. So do you think I should start with the classroom? No, I don't think you need to check them at all. I searched my classroom yesterday and didn't go into any of the others. It's probably be a good idea to focus on the halls and the rest of the areas there. I have a feeling that if it's in the main building, it's going to be on the second floor somewhere. Thanks for the info. I'll head over there right away. You can stay here at the student union and keep up your search. Will do. Thanks for agreeing to help out. So if I remember correctly, this is actually pretty easy to find. So first, go to the second floor. Wrong one. And it's right there. Unless there's another identical Charlotte running around this is the one. Yep, get it back to her. Nice part is some of these quests really don't take that long to complete. The next place we're going to go is the engineering building. Yeah, assuming this is actually your notebook, why don't you check it out just to be sure? Thanks. You're right, it really is mine. Oh, thank goodness. This is the only form of ID we students have, so it would have been awful if I'd lost it. Especially since our instructor would have chewed my head off if I needed to get another one instead issued. Thanks for your help, Reed. I'm sorry, I'm just so relieved. I didn't know it was so important to you. Still, I'm glad to be able to help out. By the way, where did you end up finding it? Oh, you know, the sofas on the second floor of the main building that people use as a rest area. It was on one of those, just sitting there. The sofas on the second floor. I guess I did relax there for a while. Come to think of it, I think I dropped it when setting down once before. I heard it falling out of my pocket that time though, so I ended up, yeah, okay. What pocket do you usually put your notebook in? Skirt pocket. Makes sense, a lot of the boys use their pants pockets too. Yeah, this is just talking about. And she didn't know jacket pockets. I don't know if girls' jackets are different from the guys. There you go, put it in your jacket pocket so you don't lose it anymore, you dumb bitch. I'm not reading all of this because this is just thanking, and here's an item kind of thing. Yeah. So, we then go to here and we go to chapter 1. That one is done. Once the red check mark appears, it is done. So we go down here, the engineering building is right here. And there would be George. Hey there, good to see you. Oh, you're the person who was with President Toa when I first arrived at the academy. You got it, a good memory. I'm George Gnome, second year, class 3. I also head up the engineering club. You're Reed Schwarzer from class 7. Nice, right? Nice to meet you. Likewise. Toa told me that you're helping out the student council. You've probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you've just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much, but I'm curious. This is the engineering building, isn't it? With all the machines and equipment around here, it certainly fits the bill. Yep, you can basically think of this as the Academy's very own orbit factory. The engineering club's been in charge of maintaining orbit, the fucking things you carry, here for a long time now. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I assume you repaired all of the stuff you wanted me to deliver for this request too? That's right, I handled that stuff here at the engineering club too. I usually deliver them myself, but I'm a little too busy this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Yeah, why not? So what do you need? What do I need to know? Awesome, okay, here's the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver 3 Orbital products for me. First up is this Orbital scale, which I need delivered to the cooking club. The club meets in the home economics room on the 2nd floor of the main building. Give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas from the cooking club. Gotcha. Next 2 are both in town. So you take requests from people outside of the academy too. Yeah, there was so much talk about the club that I started getting requests from people in Trista too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them out. Okay. Sure does. The second delivery I need you to make is the antique Orbital lamp. This one goes to the pawn shop. You'll find it in the southeast part of the central shopping district. It's kind of out of the way, so keep an eye out. An antique Orbital lamp for the pawn shop, understood. Last but not least, the final item I need you to deliver is the Orbital wristwatch. This one's going to Michael over at Radio Tristra. Radio Tristra is in the southwest of the central shopping district. Just let the receptionist know why you're there, and she'll call Michael out for you. An Orbital wristwatch for Michael from Radio Tristra. Ask the receptionist. Right, I can do it. And that's everything. Let me give you the items. I'll be sure to be careful. It's not going to be easy carrying all those around, but I'm sure you'll manage. Just report back to me when you're done. Of course, I'll get started right away. So, we're going to see Principal Van Dyke as the very last person for obvious reasons because of where we gotta go. But the one thing I want to do is I'm going to go up here, go to the 2nd floor. See, it is lit up, so it's this first room over here. Go in here. Hey there, you wouldn't happen to be here to join the cooking club, would you? Not exactly. The engineering club asked me to deliver something for them. Is this what you've been waiting on? Yep, that's the orbital scale I asked George to fix. Alright. I don't know how he works so fast. I'd really be lost without him. George's many talents aside, I didn't even know tools like this existed. Pretty impressive, isn't it? These can provide more accurate and minuscule measurements than any analog scale. If you put a container full of ingredients on there, it'll even subtract the container weight for you. It's handy. I believe it. You don't have any interest in cooking by any chance, do you? I haven't given it much thought, to be honest, but I am kind of curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyways, right? You'd be surprised at how many students here can't. Here's the thing, the cafeteria might be cheap, but it still costs more mirror than making it yourself with. Have you ever tried to cook anything yet? Not yet. I don't even know where to start. Which means you're a virgin as my Okay, that's one way to look at it. If you want to start cooking, I recommend you start cooking. Just make something, doesn't matter what. Tell you what, I'll even give you this to get you started. And top it off, here's a really easy recipe to get you started. It's so easy. I got all the ingredients you need right here. Help yourself. Simple omelet, fresh eggs, horse rock salt. Thank you very much. I can have it. Sure, we've got tons of them. If it sparks a fire for cooking in your heart, it'll be well worth it. Well, thanks again for the order scale, blah blah blah. Thank George, will do, blah blah blah. Alright, now I should have access to the cookbook. Yep. And Elliot's actually Elliot, Emma, they're the two best at cooking. Let's see if I can't get any more recipes real quick. No. You can find recipes throughout the game. Go down the steps. Like I said, we'll talk to Principal Van Dyke here shortly. So, first place we go is the pawn shop, which is not down that way. It is down this way. You got some business here, kid, or are you just window shopping? I do, actually. I'm here to give you something from the engineering club. Oh, George fixed that thing already? I'll hand it over already, will you? Right. The kid does nice work. I swear, why does being a pawnbroker have to be such a pain in the ass sometimes? Who'd have thought an item break right after I paid for it? That's a pretty nasty surprise. Do you get a lot of students in here out of sheer curiosity? Fair few, sure. What are you looking for? Some money? I don't lend money to kids. You kids can think of this place as an exchange shop. Items for items. Yeah. It's a way of saying thanks for the delivery. Blade deck. Is this a card game or something? Seems that way. Some good for nothing second year brought it in. Can't say I've ever bothered to play. But you can give it a try or don't. Or burn it. For all I care. I don't play it. Thanks. Another thing, my shop's got the finest selection of curios in all of Trisha. Yep. This is just babble talk now. So, let's exchange. We need U material for ground bait. So, Radio Tristra should be over here. Right here. Should be Radio Tristra. Receptionist. Welcome to Radio Tristra. How can I help you today? Is there someone named Michael here? I've got a delivery from the engineering club, and ideally I'd like to take it to him directly. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. As a matter of fact, we do have a Michael here. Let me call him for you. You can wait on the sofa over there if you'd like. Sorry to keep you waiting. You said you got delivery from me from the engineering club? I do indeed. Here it is. Orbital wristwatch. Wow, he really did fix it up. This is some pro level work. We're starting up a new show tonight, so I was feeling all nervous without a quick way to check the time. Things will just be fine now, though. I can imagine that would be pretty intense. Well, you know, it starts at 9 tonight, and if things work out, Radio Trish is guaranteed to see pretty big increase in popularity, which will mean I'll have one step closer to achieving my dream of... Oops, sorry about that. I shouldn't be getting all excited like that and boring you with my life story. No, you shouldn't. Not at all. I'm of the opinion that being passionate about what you do is a good thing. This job's pretty much my entire life at this point, really. But if you want to make me feel more alive, tune into the show tonight. You bet, or I would if I had an orbital radio. Well, I gotta head back, or sound producer. Normally I treat you to some tea or something, but today's a really busy day. Tell Jordan thanks for fixing my watch, and yep, of course. Alright, that's the last item delivered. George. So, go through the door. Put the turbo mode on for just a second. Go ahead and cover a little bit of ground a little bit quicker. There's George. Oh, hey. Seems like you've done all those deliveries. All 3 of them. Nice work. So that you finished delivering those, what do you think of the place you delivered them to? Well, they're certainly all unique. None of them are places I normally go either. I might have wandered into the home economics room eventually, but not the pawn shop or the radio station. Yeah, I don't think most students would. The pawn shop is particular kind of hard to find too. That's true. But how I feel as though I have a general idea of where most of the main places in Tristra are thanks to this. It almost feels like this request benefited me more than it did you. Well, thanks. Nice to hear. You spoke to Michael while you were at Radio Tristra too, didn't you? Did he tell you anything about the new show that they're starting? He did. It starts at 9 p.m. tonight, doesn't it? I figured he'd mention that. He's thrilled about the show, and that enthusiasm is infectious. How about you? Are you planning on tuning in? I'd love to, but... Oh, don't have an orbital radio? In that case, here, it's all yours. Wait, really? It's the latest model too. Same one I've got. You helped me out big time today, so it's only right. Seems right to pay you back. Are you sure? Of course, I bought it for research purposes, but I never really found the chance to make any use of it. It'd be a waste to just leave it here collecting dust, so I'd be thrilled. Got some use out of it. Well, if that's the case, thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh yeah, there's something I'd like you to tell the rest of Class 7 for me. Oh? Instructor Sarah came to me with a request the other day. Long story short, she left me in charge of doing maintenance on all Argus units. No kidding. Like I said, the engineering club place should be clubs basically Thor's orbital factory, so yeah. And of course, I'm pretty interested in your Argus units itself. Yeah. So we come here to upgrade our Argus units. I'm going through all this shit real quick. When you're watching this after stream, you can
pause it and read it. Okay, yeah, So, customize your weapons here. I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade his. And here is where I can literally exchange all of these. And right now I'm setting with mirror-wise. If I wanted to exchange it all, that's where I'd be setting it. Modify change slot. Here we go. You gotta have the right things on the side to do this, so not enough. I'll get more as it goes, so I'm not really too worried about it. And what that'll let me do is go in here, quartz. We'll put a defense +1 on you. Not really worried about that. On you. Oh, wait, he also has a healing ability. That was a lot of work. I'm exhausted. It feels good though, kind of fulfilling. Think about it. George might have made that request specifically for my sake. Okay, this is just him talking about Trisha and whatnot. Who's that? If she's hanging around here, she must be a member of the engineering club, right? That big thing next to her wasn't here before either. What could it be? Well, it doesn't matter now. I've got another request to finish. I could tell you what it all is, but it will eventually be revealed to you guys. Principal, that's the infirmary. Principal Van Dyke, you're down here to the right. Should be, yep. Excuse me, Principal. I'm Marine Swordsman, Class 7. Ah, good. I've been waiting for you. Whatever. So it tells me you've accepted my request. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your free day to assist me like this. It's no problem at all, sir. So you're looking for someone to further investigate the underground area of this old schoolhouse. Precisely, and I couldn't have found a better man for the job, considering your class was down there so recently. Incidentally, it was Sarah who insisted on making use of that trapdoor, not me. I probably should have tried to stop her, however, please do accept my apologies. Oh, not at all, sir. You have no reason to apologize. I kinda already figured she was behind it anyways. I mean, it stands to reason. Getting back to the matter at hand, there are a number of interesting stories regarding that old schoolhouse. But that gargoyle you fought is just a drop in the bucket, all told. Now that you mention it, I did get the distinct impression while fighting it that it was no ordinary monster. It was almost as if it weren't a monster at all, but a demon. Perhaps the word fiend might fit. In our experience, if left alone, it will always regenerate to its original statue form, eventually. Really?
Yes, and as a result, the area has long been used by students in tests of strength, but in the past year, many strange alterations have begun occurring there. I've received reports ranging from doors appearing, welcome to the stream, out of nowhere to strange and eerie voices from the darkness. I see, so like me to go and investigate whether there's any truth to these reports then? If possible, yes. Specifically, I would like you to walk through the underground area and check for any significant changes since last month, a task for which you are uniquely qualified given your prior experience down there. I suppose that is true, and I'd be happy to undertake this mission. Though, if that gargoyle has regenerated, things could get a little tricky. If that turns out to be the case, I would have no objection at all to you turning back. I should also stress that I'm making this request to Class 7 as a whole. By all means, do ask your classmates for assistance. I'm certain not expecting you to go it alone. Oh, understood, I'll do just that. Splendid. I believe you'll be needing this then. It's the key to the front door of the old schoolhouse. Best of luck to you and please be safe. Thank you, sir. So I think I can ask anybody, I'm not sure. And if I can, go through here. See if I can't pick a fee. No, I think the only people that'll come with me are Elliot and Gaius. The front doors are locked. Once I start exploring the old schoolhouse, I got the feeling I won't have any time left to do anything else. Yeah, whatever. This will make the story advance. However, some characters will only be available to help after the story has progressed a bit farther. So, we can't take Laura, we can't take anybody else, we have to take Elliot and Gaius. Eventually we can have anybody we want. The reason I want Laura along is because she hits like a fucking truck. I can't believe we're coming back in here again. I really don't think this is a good idea. Well, that's because it probably isn't. And neither of us would blame you one bit if you turn back. It's not too late. No thanks. I'll come with you. We've got the practical exam next week after all. I need to make himself more familiar with the orbital staff as much as possible before then. Besides, if I turn back, I just wind up worrying myself sick about the two of you. Well, that's very kind, thank you. There are only 3 of us though, so we'll each need to watch the others back and proceed with caution. The underground area should be just through the main door, correct? Yeah, that should take us to the room where we fought the stone gargoyle. Best to go. Yep. No arguments. I really hope the thing really hasn't regenerated. So, this is where the trapdoor was. This is where we go down. Well, at least that monster isn't here anymore from the looks of it, and doesn't look like we've got any more creepy statues ready to come to life either. Wait, did it always look this way in here? No, it did not. This room's definitely smaller than it was and last time we were here. How? I'd say it's about half the size, maybe even less. And there are things present that weren't here previously. Yep. like that. I don't remember that door being there the last time. I don't remember there being one either, but at this point, I'm not sure what to believe anymore. Strange though it may be, we should go and get a closer look at it. This is especially why we came, after all. Okay. So, maybe I can get a little bit of a break from, you know, the talking. Old schoolhouse, floor 1. Unbelievable. This isn't even the same place. I don't remember passing through an area like this at all. I don't either, because we didn't. The entire layout down here has changed completely. How? I can sense new types of monsters here too. What should we do? The principal sent us down here to investigate these mysterious changes, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Now that we've seen just how major these changes are, there's no way we can go back empty-handed. Here we go then. May the goddess be with us. Alright, let's do this. So, this is a teleport pad. It doesn't look like an orbital changing station yet. It's some kind of device for sure, but whatever it is, it doesn't seem to have any power right now. Stopping me at every fucking monster is going to be annoying though. A slug-like monster, a little awkward to fight, combat links. Yeah. Absolutely. So for now, tactics, we are going to do, they won't let me do the combat link yet. There. Trying to get behind the damn thing. Fuck it.
Bring it on!
Yeah, I know about combat links and stuff like that. You gotta unbalance the enemies to make the combat link actually work, something like that. Or a critical hit.
It's my turn.
Go! There! Now's our chance!
And the nice part is you can actually get a combat link like that.
It's my turn.
So like get paralyzed with both of them.
We're open!
Nice.
Go! Here we go!
This is where Arch comes in handy.
Right! My turn! Now's our chance!
Combat links
Wings
are
must
very
be on our
useful.
side.
Oh, that seemed to do the trick. Yeah, yes, we fought well, blah, 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 blah. This is about combat links in the battle. I don't really need to cover that.
This just explains everything about combat links. Would have been nice if it would let me do the combat link the way it's supposed to be done, which is, you know. But your bonds actually help out a lot too in the combat links.
This is bad. We need to regroup.
This is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Take this! My turn!
I don't want to waste 8,000.
Arcus, activate!
It's my turn.
Give it up, everyone!
Go ahead and take the defense.
Come on! Come on! Here we go! There!
Take this!
All right.
Really, I don't like using the CP build up.
Go! There!
Not on little enemies, anyways. But it is what it is.
It's my turn.
There! Go!
Yeah, because I got surprised.
My turn!
Combat Link was all screwy.
Oh, we did it!
Nice.
All right!
I did it!
So that's a new.
This looks like a nice spot.
No.
Now's our chance. Let's get it! My turn! Go!
Here. All right. They're open.
You want to try to get an advantage in the fight constantly.
Now's our chance. Let's
I
get
didn't
him.
get. I got
My
a single
turn.
advantage, not a double advantage, but it'll still work.
There!
Leave it to me.
there is a certain area in the game where I'll actually use that area to level up more than other areas. The amount of the monsters that are there, the amount of experience you can get is so much better than anywhere else for the level, actually.
Go! Right! Too slow!
Alright. There! Together, we're unbeatable.
When I actually get to that level, or that area, I can put in, it's like a level of fight. Damn it.
The wind's behind us. Let's go.
Here we go.
Triple advantage.
Go!
Here. All right.
My turn.
Yeah, once I unlock more powerful CP abilities, it'll make things a lot easier.
My turn.
It takes, you know,
my turn.
Lower the turn radius, but
leave it to me. Now.
Right.
And it costs 100 CP to cast it.
Go.
Then there's one, I think.
Okay.
It takes all your CP to cast. So that's the nice part about this map. It shows you exactly where all the treasure chests are. It's did not show that.
Bring it on.
You're mine.
Go. Go.
Here.
Right.
And I should be able to take that slug out.
Arcus activate.
It's my turn. Now.
Go. Ha. My turn.
It's my turn. Now.
Go.
My turn.
Ha. Thanks. Here we go.
It's my turn. I go where the wind takes me.
Go up here, go over, go up, round, grab that, come down, grab that, and then we're good to go. And I think this is my dumbass passed all this shit coming in. So I do apologize for backtracking. That's why I like getting all the chests, because of all the shit that you can actually get. So, old schoolhouse stairway room. We want to go to floor 1 depth. Turn on turbo mode, get running through.
Yay, we're at the end!
So at these you can customize your weapons, your orbits, stuff like that. This will open up once we defeat the boss. Now, as a precaution, this became a precaution in old games. I always save before a boss. Welcome to the stream. Welcome.
This looks tough. Careful.
My turn.
So what we're going to do here is get a motivate off.
Let's do this. Leave it to me.
Crafts. Pulls and move foes to sleep. Okay, we want this one.
Keep it up,
Increase
everyone.
defense.
It's my turn.
We're open. Go. My turn. There. Go. Here.
Right.
And we want to tear through this guy as quick as possible.
Arcus activate.
It's my turn.
Actually not worried about his health. It's only not going to take that long to beat out 8,000 health.
Go. There. Go.
Here.
Like I said, it's not going to take long for me to beat out 8,000 health.
My turn.
It's my turn. Now.
Go. Here we go. There. Now's our chance.
Here.
My turn.
Arts
Arcus
here.
activate. Ha!
Thanks.
Leave it to me. Now.
Go. Here we go. There.
Yes, if we were on harder difficulties, it would actually have more health than what it does.
Right.
It's paralyzed at the moment, so I'm not really
Here we go.
worried about it
There.
at all.
Go.
Here.
Or it was.
It's my turn.
Okay, so darkness is on him right now.
Now.
Go. Here we go. There.
There.
My turn. Give it up, everyone.
Let's back up.
All right.
We're open. Go. My turn. All right,
Motivate
let's do
back
this.
up.
Leave it to me.
All right.
And that should finish.
I go where the wind takes me.
Right.
just getting started.
That was one tough battle. Not really. Still, we made it through. We sure did, and I'm really starting to get the hang of these combat links now, too. I feel like the Arcus has practically synchronized my breathing with the two of you. That's a good way to put it. It's a strange feeling, but not a bad one. I think we've reached the end of the line, however. Sure looks that way, and I didn't see any other routes we could have taken. It really does seem like the entire structure of these ruins has changed completely since we're lost here. Yeah, it's a little hard to believe. I guess this means we're done down here. We should head back outside. Okay. As long as the route we took getting here hasn't suddenly shifted on us, we should have no trouble finding our way back. As I said, is it just me, or is that thing definitely not glowing before? So this is just talking about that thing right now. So we go here, rest. Here, and this will take us back to the beginning. It's a lot easier than going through the whole fucking floor all over again. Been returned to the entrance, no shit. And we're out of here. End of investigation. The sun's begun to set. We were in there for ages. We should probably give our report to the principal. Would you mind coming with me? Not at all. Let's go. There's Celine. Well, this is certainly unexpected. So the layout has changed completely since last month. I knew something was amiss there, but I had no idea it had progressed to such an extent. Do you know anything about the origins of these ruins? They look like they predate the school by, well, a lot. I'm afraid I can't be certain who constructed them, nor exactly how long they've been around. But you are correct, they've existed for at least several hundred years before this academy was founded. All signs point to their construction occurring during their sometime during the Dark Ages. Dark Ages? You mean the chaotic period that began after the Great Collapse 1,200 years ago. Most of the ruins have uncovered from that period are full of strange things. That was archaeologists, some of which seem to have been made with technology we don't even fully understand. We're talking about talking magic. But the inside of the building completely changed, changing its layout. I have to say that's a new one, definitely not normal. Indeed, no record of such a phenomenon exists in the Academy records. We have a bona fide mystery on our hands, it would seem. Well, I'll try to have a look around the place myself once I get a chance. I've been curious about it ever since I started working here. I greatly appreciate that. Schwarzer, Craig, Warsaw, thank you very much for all your hard work. It was no trouble at all. I'm happy to have been of assistance. Yeah, it's always good to help. Welcome to the stream.
If y'all please excuse us, then. The three of you did pretty well, and it seems you're getting the hang of using your Arcus too. Combat links definitely did make our battles in the ruins a lot easier. They could prove a powerful asset if we're able to master them. Hard to get the timing right though. Well, just keep at it. You'll need to be forming links with your other classmates eventually too, after all. And let me reiterate once again, you've all done very well today. Especially you, Rean. I'll be expecting great things from you next time too. I'll do my... Wait a second. What do you mean next time? Well, the way I see it, you're a natural at this, so why stop now? Besides, with how busy our poor student council president is, don't you just want to do everything you can to help her out? Well, I guess I do feel kind of bad for her, but... Okay, fine. I'm in, I guess. That's Irene. I'll pass the good news on to Toa then. Oh, and the principal has given the okay for you to keep hold of that old school house key. You're welcome to go poke around inside anytime you wish. Anyways, I'll be seeing you kids later. Are you sure you're alright with this, Rean? Yeah, I'm sure. It's not like I've signed up for any clubs, and as long as I don't wind up with too many more than I had today, I'll be fine. Okay then. But if you need any assistance, please just let me know. It's really no trouble. Same goes for me. And I'll be happy to come with you next time you go into the old schoolhouse too. Seal reward. Receive 1 additional bonding point. So for completing all that stuff, I got 1 more bonding point. I wonder if I can. She is over here, so I'm going to see if I can. A little bit of your time to help me train. Of course, I'll be happy, but I'm not in charge of your mission into the club, so there's no need to be so formal. We're both new here after all. Wait, really? Okay, so I can't. So what I'm going to do is go bond with Alicia. Because I can't do it with Fee yet. And no other ones are available other than Toa. And since Toa doesn't really become part of your team, there's really no point to bond with her. I mean, there is and there isn't. What do you want? I'm in the middle of something if you didn't notice. Wait, are you on cleanup duty all on your own? As part of our job as new recruits. There was a noble girl here too, but she went home. Why am I even telling you this? I don't need to explain myself to you. Doesn't seem like she's going to be forgiving me anytime soon. Mind if I help you out a bit? This seems like a lot of work for any one person to be doing on their own. I'm not going to stop you. You better not try anything funny though. I won't. Sports clubs almost seem like they're more trouble than they're worth. First they set everything up, then they go through a grueling practice, and finally everything needs to be taken down again. Hey. Oh, sorry, I was spacing out, wasn't I? Huh? That's right, don't let it happen again. At this rate, I'm practically dead weight.
I've got to make up for lost time. There we go. I should take care of most of it. But was she seriously trying to do all this by herself? She must be really devoted to this club. Oh, sorry, I was in your way, wasn't I? I'll start clearing up that other stuff. That's not what I meant. Why am I so stubborn? That was my chance too. Having cleared everything up, Reem waited for Alicia by the gymnasium while she changed back into her school uniform. Looks like we're done for the time being. Were you really able to clean up the whole club room on your own? It's not like I wouldn't have let you there either way. This is a girls' club, remember? Right, good point. But you did help me out. Thank you. Huh? Nothing, never mind. We're done here, so go away. Okay, see ya. That went about as well as a train crash. I guess I'll have to kill her with kindness to get back on speaking terms. Way to let a perfect opportunity slip through your fingers, Alicia. We can't keep doing this all year. Bond with Alicia is strengthened. So this is where I'm going to end the stream at for today. Go ahead and save. I'm going to upload this video to YouTube with all my other videos. Please hop over there, give me a like, share, and follow. And give me a follow here on Twitch. It really helps the channels out. And it doesn't cost anything. Hope you all have a good evening.